Okay, guys, knocking out some more. Oh, I wanted to say something here about these. That last video I did, I was telling you the measurement across here. It's 1 5/8. It's 1 5/8, but I told you you're going to drill the board 1 1/4. Where did you get that number, Steve-O? Yeah, sometimes I have, you know, as you age, you know, you get a little bit, you know, like sleepy creepy, you know I'm talking about, sleepy creepy. Anyway, little what do you call gaffs, whatever. You want to make this hole 1 3/4. Now, what am I doing out here? I'm banging out bottoms. You know, I thought I'd throw that title up to you guys because, you know, just to get your attention and get you over to my site here, because, but then I apologize for that one because, you know, we're banging out bottoms, but you know, it's beehive bottoms, so don't get weird and kinky like Sleepy Joe, okay? All right, here's what we're gonna do. You guys have seen these out there. Date Ant, all of them have them. There's different outfits selling these things. They got these wonderful box joints. The more I play with these little nukes here, I'm loving it. Okay, so let's just load these up on my truck and drive down I-75 and start throwing them off and see if the box joints hold up better than these boxes here. Okay, I'm taking 3 screws per side. I'm gluing the stuff up with Bondtite 3. We can just throw these off my truck going on I-75 at 80 miles an hour, and I bet these stay together better than those stupid box joints. Okay, they're so easy to build. You guys are going to love these things. A very simple handle. Okay, now I'm putting on these bottoms, banging out the bottoms. So I was having a little difficulty. You know, as you do any project, the more you do it, the better you get. All right. Also, when you're buying plywood, get the better grade, because the cheaper grade has got all this craziness in it. I've got some stuff here that I've got to have to bondo up ends and edges and stuff. Here's an example, cracks, and I don't want that stuff. I want to seal it up tight. All right, so here's what we're going to do to bang out the bottom. Flip it upside down. Get a vise that'll open up more than about 6-inch opening on it or so, because this box is only 5 inches wide here. 5 inches wide, that's all. So what you're going to do, take your Bondtite 3. Now you got this box in here. It can't get away from you, and slide all over the table. Right. Set that puppy right on there. I made the length of these bottoms, by the way, 22 inches. They're 5 inches wide by 22 long. That gives you a little landing here for baby girls. When they come back in, they got a place to land. Now you're going to take a clamp. I wanted to show you this so you don't have to fight these boxes. Simple stuff, guys. It just takes a little playing with it. See, this box here is ugly. That's just cheap plywood. We're not going to buy cheap plywood anymore. It's only, I don't know, maybe 10 bucks more to get a good sheet of plywood. They have some really expensive plywood out there that would be excellent for these, but I'm not dropping $50 a sheet, okay? I'm not going to do that. So you get it, you put this on, you're getting a little squeeze out here. Just take your wet rag and go down on it first before you get yourself all glued up. Now take an 1/8 drill take an 1/8 drill and pop you in. This is 1.5 inches wide now, timber running through here. And by the way, I'm going to start burning out some of these. I like these things so much. I'm going to go get spruce studs. They're 3.5 inches. Spruce studs are 3.5 inches. That's what we're dealing with on this 2-frame box. And just cut these puppies 10 inches long. These sides are 10 inches long. That gives you enough bee space underneath for queen cells, swarm cells. If you happen to drop them in, you got a little room here. You got plenty of room with that 3.5 to get 2 frames in there. You got a little slop to get them in and out. So that's the deal. These are 21 and 5/16. These plywoods by 10 inches. These bottoms are 5 inches by 22 inches. The lids are going to be cut to size. They're going to be 5 inches wide and 21 and 5/16. That's what this is. 21 and 5/16. These side panels. All right. So what you want to do is come over here. Here's the center of that 2x material in there. Pop you some pilot holes in here. I'm telling you guys, you start building these boxes, you're going to love it, and you're going to throw away all that other silly nonsense of box joints, great big honking wood feeders on the top here. No, get a standard mason jar, wide mouth, get a wide mouth quart jars, plastic lids, the metal lids. As soon as you get them, throw them right in the dumpster. No, you could use them 1 or 2 rounds, but then they rust up. You're going to be cussing like a sailor at those, so you don't want that. I want to keep your blood pressure nice and low. Okay. These boxes are going to be sweethearts, I'm telling you. You're going to put your little sweetheart queens in here. You're going to be saying, Steve-O, we love your boxes. These boxes are going to be built like Fort Knox. See, it really squeezes the glue out. That Bondtite 3, by the way, got a little crazy with that one there. I'll take it back out. There's enough glue there, it'll sink that back in. I'm going to move that pilot hole over a bit. Once you get to building these boxes, you're going to love them. The beauty of this also guys, you're not eating up a lot of frames resources to make a queen. Now, what we did this morning, we don't know. I'm probably premature in putting them cells in there. But here in Florida, you better be getting in these hives, start peeking and playing peekaboo in these hives around February. Do it weekly, starting in February, for queen cells, swarming cells. And once you find them, snatch them puppies out of there, bees and all, and put them in these boxes. Drop in a plane beside that frame, put a feeder on that thing. The queen cell is already sealed up. You don't know what stage they're in. So handle them super, super careful when you pull them out. These cells I get from the breeder, they're only a day away from hatching. The cells are tougher. They're still fragile, but they're tougher. So, but when you're pulling swarm cells, you don't really know what stage that thing is in. Did they just seal it yesterday or whatever? They're super fragile. And what happens if they get jarred too much, the queen's wings get screwed up. They'll get bent wings and everything else. They will hatch. But if she can't fly to get out on her mating flight, it ain't happening. She's a worthless queen. So, but be checking your queens, checking them hives February, snatch them out of there, have a bunch of these ready to go rock and roll. You can slide them right into these. And you got a free queen. I'll tell you what, them swarming queens, swarming cells usually make very excellent queens. A lot better you can get at that supplier, queen supplier. Now if she goes out and breeds, you've got some calm stock, and she goes out there and breeds with a nasty African, then you're going to probably get some mean bees. But then you can always go make more. All right, that's the box. I've got to bore my 2 3/4 hole down here. I've got to bore my 1/2 inch hole here. I got to install my closing wire, I call it. So yeah, I just thought a quickie video, and I have to apologize for tricking you guys to make you come over to this site when you saw that banging bottom thing. Okay, all right guys, see you later. Be happy, be strong, keep getting on with these boxes now. Spring is here. See ya.